Good morning, everyone. I'm Ajay. Welcome back to Let Us Learn. This is your online classroom. Let us continue our journey with the important topic, that is curriculum vitae and cover letter. On this topic, for the last three sessions, we focused on how to write a job application. So, job application consists of cover letter and curriculum vitae. We learnt all about what is the cover letter, its formats, and its various part of a cover letter. So, what type of language should be used in a cover letter, and we have also observed a couple of samples of cover letters, and we discuss on curriculum vitae. As you know, it has three different names: curriculum vitae, or resume, or biodata. So we focused on what is a curriculum vitae, what are the different formats of curriculum vitae or resume, what are the sections of a resume, and also we have observed three samples of curriculum vitae, three different curriculum vitae or resumes. So with this knowledge, today we are going to participate in an exercise. This is the last class on this topic. In this class, I will give you an job advertisements. You have to read the job advertisements and respond with a job application. That means you have to write a job application that consists of cover letter and curriculum vitae. Before that, let us quickly revise what we have learned so far on this topic. What is job application? When you want a job, you need to send an application to the employer. After finishing your course, after finishing your studies, if you want to do a job, then you need to send an application to the employer. Sometimes you send an application in response to an advertisements, job advertisements given by the employer or company or organization. In some other cases, you may send an application to check whether there are openings or vacancies in their organization. In the two cases, you need to send an job application to the employer. Either cases, you need to send a job application to the employer or the organization or the company. So job application is comprised of two parts. One is curriculum vitae or resume, or we can call it as biodata. The other part is cover letter. Cover letter plus curriculum vitae, called as job application. You never send cover letter or curriculum vitae alone. Always send both to the employer. So as you know, CV is the introduction of ours. So then cover letter is the introduction of CV. Let us focus on cover letter. So you know what is a cover letter? Cover letter is a letter which you write to forward your resume. If you want to forward your resume, never send resume or CV alone. So always write a cover letter. To forward your resume, you need to write a cover letter. So it serves as an introduction to your resume and gives you an account of why you are applying for the job. You have to mention these details in cover letter. Cover letter is nothing but the introduction to your resume. If you want to forward your resume, you need to write a cover letter. So as you know, cover letters comes under formal letters or official letters. In the previous chapter, how to write letters, both formal and informal. So in this chapter, we learnt about how to write formal letters. So this cover letter is also comes under formal letter. So as you already familiar with the format of formal letter, and you can follow the same format to cover letter. So as you know, formal letter may be written in 4 ways. There are different formats, various kinds of formats are there. So indented format, then that is called traditional format, as we have discussed, and block format, or that is currently style. Next one is semi block format and hanging indent format. So all of these nowadays we focused on block format. The block format is a preferred modern style for writing a formal letter. So if you want to write a cover letter, you must follow block format. It is trending. It is a current format. So in block format, as you know, it is very simple and attractive. In this format, everything starts from left margin to left margin. Everything starts from left margin. As we have compared block format with traditional format, that is intended format. So in these two formats, block format is very easy. In this format, every part of the formal letters begins from left margin of the page, and in this format, except in body of the letter, all punctuation marks are omitted. That is also one of the advantage in writing this block format. So if you want to write a cover letter, you just follow this block format. And we have also learnt about different parts of a cover letter. So what are the parts of a cover letter? Yes, first one is sender's address. Yeah, sender's address, that is the first part of a cover letter. Sender's address means the writer's address. For example, you want to write a job application to the employer, to the company, or to the organization. That means you are the sender, you are the writer of the letter. So yours address, you know how to write your address. Okay, first your name, your address, and you have also mentioned your phone number and email id. That is your address. Next, second part of the cover letter is date. You have to write your date, and we have seen you can write date in different styles. We have observed you can write date in different styles. Next one is inside address. Inside address is nothing but to address to the manager, to the personal manager, to the MD, to the HR manager. Like this is inside address. In inside address, you have to write the designation of the people, the person concerned, and his company name and company location. You have to write inside address. Next one, salutation. So there are different ways of salutation. Generally we use dear sir or dear madam. If you know the head of the chief, head of the institution, man or woman, if you know is a man, you write dear sir. If you know the head of the institution is woman, then you write dear madam. If you don't know, then you write dear sir oblique madam. That is one way of writing salutation. After salutation, you have to write subject. What is the subject? A brief statement of the letter, the purpose of the letter. Then application for the post of lecturer, application for the post of teacher, application for the post of sales manager, like that. You have to mention the statement, purpose of the letter in brief statement, that is subject. So in formal letters you must write subject. Next one is body of the letter. So as we have discussed, body of the letter is most important one. So because cover letter is called as formal letters, in all formal letters body of the letter is most important one. Coming to cover letter, it must be very brief and clear. Generally we prefer to write cover letter in 3 paragraphs. In the first paragraph you have to say what is the source, so how you came to know about the vacancies of a job. You have to mention the source in the first paragraph. In the first paragraph you have to mention how you came to know about the position, about the vacancies of a job. The source you have to mention, whether it is a job advertisements in newspaper or magazine or a TV channel, like you have to mention the source in the first paragraph. Coming to second paragraph, you have to mention how you are suitable for the post. You have to mention your brief of your skills, your qualifications, your experience in brief. Need not to write everything what you have mentioned in the CV. Always keep in mind. So this cover letter is introduction to your CV. You have to mention all these details in detail in CV. So need not to mention all these details in cover letter. Just simply mention how you are suitable for the post. That brief information you have to write in the body of the letter in second paragraph. Coming to third paragraph, your willingness to working in the company or organization, or you are willing to meet the employer in the interview, you have to mention. So body of the letter of the cover letter is in just 3 paragraphs. It must be brief and clear. In the first paragraph you have to say how you came to know about the position. In second paragraph, how you are suitable for the post, you have to mention. Third paragraph, your willingness to work in the company, and also your willingness to meet the employer in an interview. Next one is complimentary clause. So as usually use write complimentary clause like yours sincerely, yours truly, yours faithfully, and then signature. Here you have to write full signature. Below the signature you have to write your name in brackets. If you want to enclose any certificates, then you can write enclosures also. So these are the parts of a cover letter as we have discussed, and also we have seen a couple of cover letters we have observed. Next one important part is CV or biodata or resume, curriculum vitae or CV, biodata. So as you know, it is your introduction. You see, so first impression is the best impression. We feel like that. So CV is also like first of your impression, because it reaches before you to the company or organization. It reaches before you. It is the first meeting between you and the employer. So it must be creates a good impression on the employers. It is the first meeting between you and your employer. So curriculum vitae is nothing but a summary of your qualities, experience and skills. You know, curriculum vitae, or you can call it as a resume, curriculum vitae or biodata. So resume, you know what is the resume? 3 names are names are different but the meaning is same, the purpose is same. In job advertisements in India, generally these three terms are used. They mean the same but the focus is different. So in resume, as we have discussed, resume is a French origin. Resume is a word that is a term taken from French language, origin. It means summary or an abstract. Summary means, so summary of your skills, qualifications and work experience and other details. It is a summary. Next, curriculum vitae, so or CV. It is a Latin word, Latin origin. It means course of life, course of life. So when compared to resume and CV, so while writing resume, so we write in single page, one page. Coming to CV, it is more comprehensive than resume. If you want to write CV, you have to add some additional information. So in that case, we have to write CV in 2 pages or more than 2. That is CV. That is the difference between CV and resume. And generally we write resume in 1 page. If you want to write more than 1 page, then you prefer you write CV. That is called CV, curriculum vitae. In curriculum vitae, you can add some more details. So that is curriculum vitae. The meaning is same, both CV and resume meaning is same, that the focus is different. Here we focused on more information. While writing CV, we focus on more information. We add additional details. That is CV. Next one, biodata. So that is an Indian term. In India we use as biodata. So in multinational companies, they never use biodata. They simply call as resume or CV. For example, in the job advertisements, sometimes the employer or the organization may ask, send your resume. Sometimes they ask, send your curriculum vitae. Sometimes they ask, send your biodata. Sometimes they ask, send your details. For example, if they ask, send your details to the advertisements, job advertisements, in that case you prefer to write curriculum vitae, because in curriculum vitae you can add some more details about your personality. Here you can mention your work experience, your education qualification, technical skills, your soft skills, your interest or hobbies and some other details. So if they ask, send your details, in that case you prefer to write curriculum vitae. And you have observed different formats of a curriculum vitae. So resume is a summary of background, skills, qualifications, which is sent to employers for review. Consider it to be your personal marketing brochure with the goal of gaining the attention of employers and giving them information they need to bring you the next step in hiring process and interview. So always focus it this resume is your personal marketing brochure. Feel like that it is your personal marketing brochure. So it sells your skills, qualifications, work experience. So while writing CV, must be take care. When applying for a job, the employer reads your resume or CV whether you are a right candidate to be interviewed or not. So this is the decision. They take decision based on your CV. So already we have discussed, this is the resume is the first meeting between you and the employer. So based on your resume, the employer decides whether you are suitable for the position or not, whether this candidate should be called to the interview or not. A resume should give the reader a clear understanding of your personality. Reader means here the employer. Therefore, it should be well organized, neat, clear, concise, and informative. It must be very well organized. We have seen a different kinds of resumes, different samples of resumes in the last two sessions. How to write a resume, we have observed how to write a resume, what are the parts of a resume, and how a language should be in a resume, we have observed. So these are the sections of the resume. Here your details. In the first you have to write your details. Next, objective. Your details means your name, your address, your phone number, and mail ID. These are your personal details, personal data. You have to mention in the first, the top of the page. This is your personal data. Your name, your address, your phone number, and your mail ID. Next, objective. Objective must be very brief. This is like your tagline. This must be very brief, not more than 2 lines. What is the purpose of applying for this job? You have to mention your objective. Next, work experience. That is a third category. If you have work experience, you can mention work experience. If you don't have work experience, need not write work experience. Just delete. Need not to write work experience. If you have work experience, you can write work experience. For example, we have worked more than 2 companies or 2 companies or more companies. In that case, you have to write reverse chronological order. What is your recent job? Like that, reverse chronological order you have to mention. We have observed in a sample resume in the previous session. You have worked in different companies, then you have to write reverse chronological order. Next one, educational qualifications. Here this is also same, right? Reverse chronological order. What is your recent degree? Recent degree, and you can mention here year, duration of the study, and name of the institute, and place of the institute. These details you have to mention in reverse chronological order. Okay. Not from LKG to PG. Next PG to like recent qualification to 10th SSC. Next, technical skills. If you have technical skills, you can highlight them. Technical skills. Next, skills, soft skills. Those are very important nowadays because you are going to work in a company, in a team. So you have to mention your soft skills like positive attitude, flexibility, some goal setting attitude, and managing stress, working in a team, leadership qualities, managing emotions. These are you have to mention. Next, awards and achievements. If you have any awards, any achievements, you can mention them. And additional information. In this category, you can mention languages known. Sometimes this is most important one. Languages known. Hobbies and interests. Those are related to the job. Extracurricular activities. You can mention in additional information. And references. This is also an important area. References. You have to give referee names. The persons whom you know better. So these are the sections of a resume. So now let us do small exercise. I will give you a job advertisements. So let's look at job advertisements and prepare a curriculum vitae, resume, biodata in response to the advertisements. This is your exercise. Already we have learned all about how to write a job application. Job application includes cover letter and curriculum vitae. So you know all about how to write a cover letter, what are the parts of a cover letter, how your language should be in a cover letter, which format we can use in cover letter. So you know all about cover letter. Next one is CV, and coming to CV also we have learnt all about how to write a CV, and we have observed a couple of CVs or resumes in the previous sessions. So this is the last session on this topic. So this is an exercise here in this topic. In previous sessions we focused on, in one session we completely focus on only on cover letter. In the two sessions we focus on CV. But in this session, as we have get all the knowledge about cover letter and CV, so we focus on both cover letter and CV, that is job application. So write a job application here. Read the job advertisements. It is given in a newspaper. Read the here wanted teachers, physics, chemistry, English and social studies. Subject teachers are required for foundation and regular in physics, chemistry, English and social studies for highest classes. Salary negotiable for deserved one. Apply online or person. Email merconcept@gmail.com. Who gave the advertisements? Yes, MER group of schools. So they gave the advertisements. MER group of schools. India schools. So 4 vacancies are there for teachers for 4 subjects: physics, chemistry, English and social studies. And they wanted trained teachers to teach in kindergarten with Montessori training. This is another one. So here 2 notifications are there, 2 job advertisements are there. First one is MER group of school, second one is St. Alphonsus High School, Montessori CBSE. Here they wanted training teachers, kindergarten, all the subjects and languages for both primary and high school. English medium only, B.Ed a must. Music, dance, PET, karate, yoga, librarian, record assistant, special educator, counselor and coordinator. These are the posts are available in St. Alphonsus High School, Montessori CBSE. Here observe. Here 2 advertisements are there, 2 job advertisements. You can respond to anyone. Okay, you know how to write a cover letter and a CV. So based on knowledge what we have learnt so far on this topic, so now response. Write your CV. For example, so you want to apply for a job, a teacher job in MER school, MER group of schools. So write a cover letter. So you think you are deserved for the post of physics or chemistry or English or social studies. So you can apply for any post based on your qualifications. If you feel deserved, you can apply. This is your exercise. As you know how to write a job application, that includes cover letter and CV. So CV is your introduction. CV is your impression, first impression. So based on CV, the organizer or the employer or the organization decides whether you are suitable or not. So CV is your introduction. So Cover letter is CV's introduction. You have to send both cover letter and CV. Never send cover letter or CV alone. Both. Cover letter is nothing but if you want to forward your resume or CV, you have to write cover letter. So this both called as job application. So write a cover letter, that is your exercise. If you see any job advertisements in newspaper, you have to write both cover letter and CV. As we have learnt how to write cover letter and how to write CV in detail. Okay, this is your exercise. Okay, let us see one sample cover letter and CV who responded to the post. For example, here this is the cover letter. As you know, by seeing the format is the cover letter. Who is the sender here? Yes, Radha. Radha, plot number 16, Omsai Colony, Nalgonda. This is also one sample one. She responded to one advertisements. Radha, plot number 16, Omsai Colony, Nalgonda. This is sender's address, 10th February 2020. This date. The principal, MVR's group of schools, Ramgiri, Nalgonda. Here, observe. This is inside address. The principal, that is a designation. MVR group of school, that's institution. Ramgiri, Nalgonda, that is the place of institution. Observe. Sender's address, next date, next group of inside address. Next salutation, dear sir or madam. So Radha may not know. So who is the head of the institute? So that's why she mentions dear sir or madam. So the principal may be man or woman. So she doesn't know. Radha doesn't know. So that's why she mentioned dear sir or madam. Next subject. Application for the post of social studies school teacher. Social studies teacher. As you have observed, physics, chemistry, English and social studies, 4 vacancies are there. So Radha applied for social studies teacher. So observe the body of the letter. Observe, it is in 3 paras. First para. In response to your advertisements in the Sakshi newspaper dated 9th February 2020, I wish to apply for the post of social studies teacher in your esteemed school. Here, in the first paragraph, she mentioned the source, how she came to know about the vacancy of a social studies teacher in the school. She mentioned the source. Next, I am enthusiastic, hardworking, and all highly motivated learner. Teaching is my passion, and I have a quality experience in the profession. I am here with enclosing my curriculum vitae, which lists my qualifications and gives full details about my experience for your kind perusal. Here observe second paragraph. Here she mentioned how she is suitable for the post of social studies school teacher. She briefly mentioned. She didn't write everything in the cover letter. She simply said, I have quality experience in teaching profession and teaching is her passion. And also she mentioned, I enclose my resume. In the resume you can find my qualifications, my experience and my skills. So that is a brief introduction to the resume. In third paragraph, I would be happy if I am given an opportunity to work in your esteemed organization. Here her willingness to work in the organization. Here observe the body of the letter. It is in 3 paragraphs. So it is very brief and clear. In first paragraph she mentioned how she came to know. The second paragraph, how she is suitable for the post. Third paragraph, her willingness to join in the school. Next, thanking you. Yours sincerely, sincerely yours. That is complimentary close. Radha, a signature. Below the signature, she write her full name in brackets, Radha. So this is the one sample format, one response to the job advertisements. Next one. So this is cover letter. Why did she wrote cover letter? Why did she write cover letter? Because she want to forward a resume. Let us see a resume. Observe the format of resume. Then parts, different sections of the resume. First, Radha, plot number 16, Om Sai Colony, Nalgonda, her phone number and her mail ID. So these are the main points. Her personal data. This is resume. It is introduction of her skills, experience, her education qualifications and other details. Resume. So how she wrote resume. This is one type, one sample. Already we have seen about three samples of resumes. This is one, another one. First section is personal details. Next one, objective. Looking to take up a dynamic and challenging position to meet any requirements with a commitment and devotion. Yes, he mentions briefly her personality in one line. Looking to take up a dynamic and challenging position to meet any requirement with a commitment and devotion. That is a tagline. Next, work experience. Here, because she has a lot of experience, that's why she mentioned her work experience. So observe how it is mentioned. So as you know, while mentioning work experience, you must be right in reverse chronological order. Reverse chronological order means recent. What is your recent job? Like recent to previous, last one. That is reverse chronological order. So observe how she mentions her work experience. This is one type. What is the recent job? Working as a social studies teacher in Nagarjuna Montessori IIT Concept School at Meerpet, Hyderabad. So this is her present, working as a social studies teacher. She is already working. So then she applied for another job. She applied for job in MES school. So she mentioned recent experience. Working as social studies teacher in Nagarjuna Montessori IIT school. Working social studies teacher, that is designation. Next, name of the school, Nagarjuna Montessori IIT Concept School, and place of the institute, Meerpet, Hyderabad. Observe. Okay. Next one. Worked as an economics lecturer for 4 years in Nalanda Junior College, ECL Crossroads, Hyderabad during 2011 and 15. So before that, before Nagarjuna Montessori School, she worked as economic lecturer. Here observe our designation, economic lecturer. So name of the institute, Nalanda Junior College. Place of the institute, ECIL Crossroads, Hyderabad, and duration 2011 to 15. Next, before that, worked as an economic lecturer for 2 years, Sri Sai Sudhir Degree and PG College, ECIL X Roads, Hyderabad during 2009 to 11. Here observe, first designation, economic lecturer. Next, name of the institute, Sri Sai Sudhir Degree and PG College. Place of the institute, CCL X Roads, Hyderabad, and duration 2009 to 11. Next, before that, she worked as an economics lecturer in Srinivasa Junior College, Santosh Nagar, Hyderabad in 2008-9. Year, economics lecturer. Name of the institute, Sai Srinivasa Junior College. Place, name of the Place of the institute, that is Santosh Nagar, Hyderabad. Duration 2008-9. Next, before that, worked as an economics lecturer for 3 years in Ramakrishna Degree College, Halia, Nalgonda. During 2005-8. Year same. Designation economics lecturer. Name of the institute Ramakrishna Degree College. Place of the institute Halia in Nalgonda district, and mention duration 2005-8. Next, before that, worked as a counselor in Ambedkar Open University, Halia Study Center for 3 years during 2005-8. Year also. Designation as counselor, institute Ambedkar Open University, Halia Study Center. Ambedkar Open Institute is the institution. Place of the institute Halia. Duration 2005-8. So those are Radha's working experience. So you have observed how she mentioned her experience in reverse chronological order. Next, education qualification. Qualified in TS State in 2007. That is one exam. She qualified in TS State. Recent qualification. Here also you have to mention recent degrees in reverse chronological order. Recent qualification is TS State 2017. Next, B.Ed Social Studies from Mahatma Gandhi University, Nalgonda in 2003. 62% of marks. Here observe. B.Ed Social Studies, that is a course. So name of the institute Mahatma Gandhi University. Place of the institute Nalgonda. Duration 2013, and 62% is her marks she mentioned. Next, before that, MA Economics from Usmania University 2005, 65% marks. Here MA Economics is her subject. Name of the institute Usmania University. Place Hyderabad, and year 2005 she passed out in 2005. Next, BA EHP, that is her course from Usmania University in 2003. Okay, 3 passed out in 2003. Next, intermediate CEC, a course. CEC is a course. Board of Intermediate Examinations in 2000. 2000 is passed out. Next, SSC from Board of SSC Examinations in 1998. So these are our educational qualifications. These are all mentioned in reverse chronological order. Next, strengths. These are also important. Strengths. What are Radha's strengths? Can teach both in English and Telugu media. She is able to teach. She can teach both in English and Telugu medium. That is a strength. Good communication skills and subject knowledge. She has good communication skills and she has command over subject, that is social studies. Hard working nature and leadership qualities. So hard working nature, leadership qualities, these are our soft skills. Hard working nature, leadership qualities, she can lead the team. So she had leadership qualities. These are her soft skills. So observe her strengths. She can teach both in English and Telugu media, and good communication skills. She has good subject knowledge. She is hardworking nature and she has leadership qualities. These are her strengths. Next, interest. Constant upgradation my teaching skills. That is her interest. Already she has already mentioned in cover letter, teaching is my passion. So constant upgradation of my teaching skills, that is her interest. Improving my communication skills. She also mentioned communication skills as her strengths. Next, languages known. Speak. She can speak English, Telugu and Hindi. Read and write English, Telugu and Hindi. So these are languages known. So this comes under additional qualification she mentioned. Next, differences. So here, available on request she mentioned. If you ask reference, I will give differences, like that. You can also mention like that. Okay, or you can mention one or two names, the persons whom you know better, or sometimes you can write available on request. So based on the request, if the organization employer request, she can mention like that, is difference. Okay, this is the format of a resume. Here what Radha mentioned, first are personal details, next are objective, next work experience, she highlighted her work experience, next are education qualifications in reverse chronological order, our strengths, our interests, and languages known, and reference. So this is one more example of resume. So in this today we have observed one job advertisements, and after observing job advertisements, you have to write a job application. You know what is job application? Job application is it comprised of two, cover letter and CV or resume. Cover letter is a letter to write to forward your CV. That is cover letter. We have seen one cover letter written by Radha. So we have seen one job application today in response to the job advertisements. In response to the job advertisements, we have seen one job application letter by Radha. So here first she write her cover letter. Cover letter is nothing but a letter to forward your resume or CV. Next, we have seen CV or resume of Radha, how she wrote her resume. This is also one of the sample. We have seen how she mentions her personal information, her objective, her work experience, her education qualifications, her strengths, and other information like language known and skills and reference. These are the sections of a resume. So you know how to write a job application. Job application includes cover letter and CV. This is an important area. So after finishing your studies, we have to write job application. So that's why we focus on this topic on 4 classes, 4 sessions. We learned all about this, how to write cover letter, what are the important formats of a cover letter, what are the parts of a cover letter, how our language should be in a cover letter. We have observed, and we have also seen a couple of samples of cover letters. Next we focused on CV. So how to write a CV, what are the sections of a CV, and we have seen different different CVs example. Okay, always keep in mind, don't copy CV, another CV, because CV is your impression. First impression is the best impression. If you want to apply for a job, you need to send a job application. That is nothing but cover letter and CV. CV is your impression. CV is the first meeting between you and the employer. This is the first meeting between you and the employer. CV reaches before you to the employer. So that's why while writing a CV or resume, you must take care. Don't copy from end the CV. But observe different CVs, different samples, then write your own CV. While writing CV, it must be original, be honest. Always keep in mind, while writing a CV, you be honest, be know yourself. You have to know what are your um, work experience, what are your qualifications, what are your skills, what are your life skills, what are your strengths. You have to write originally, be honest while writing a CV, because after reading your CV, the employer may call you to the interview. So in interview also, most of the questions are based on your CV. Most of the questions are based on your CV. The details what you have mentioned in the CV. Based on your CV, the employer may ask questions. That's why while writing a CV, it must be original, be honest. Before that, we can observe number of CVs and write your own CV, own curriculum vitae, own resume. So that is the importance of job application. In the next session, we'll meet with another topic. Thanks for watching this video. Signing off.